Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your homie Jay Green back right now with my thoughts and my feelings on the brand new Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry, Mark Ruffalo, and Barry Keoghan film Crime 101. Now, before I jump deep into this review, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, my lovely wife, because without her being so understanding, I wouldn't have been able to get up out the house and watch this movie and bring y'all this wonderful review. So big ups to this beautiful woman. Now, Crime 101 was directed by Bart Layton. He also had a hand in the screenplay, and it was based off the novella by Don Winslow. Don Winslow also wrote the novel for the movie Savages. Remember that movie? Now, for those of y'all out there who have no idea what Crime 101 is all about, it basically breaks down like this. We got Chris Hemsworth, who is a high-class thief, and he only hits targets that are along the 101 freeway. Easy getaway. You feel me? And he's got Mark Ruffalo hot on his tail, being the only cop in the entire department that believes all of these heists are being done by one dude. Throw in Barry Keoghan's character, throw in Halle Berry's character, throw in a little bit of a love interest, and now we got ourselves a movie, which of course will inevitably end with that one heist that allows Chris Hemsworth's character to walk away off into the sunset with his lady love. Or will it? You gotta watch to find out. Now, straight out the gate, I loved this movie. I thought it was terrific. It gave me vibes of Heat and Collateral in the sense that it takes its time, it's paced extremely well, it's intense when it needs to be, it's suspenseful, there's great action, not over the top action, but great action developed by story, plot, and character. So when it hits, it hits. A little bit of a love interest and the risk of losing said love interest. And we have the confliction between our main character as to whether or not they want to continue to lead this life or if they really want to get out. And now when faced with the decision of whether or not they want to stay in this life or get out, now there's a little bit of weight to that choice because they got someone on their side. One of the things that I loved most in this film was the layers to each of these characters. Halle Berry, Chris Hemsworth, and Mark Ruffalo. They all got their own thing going, not just the heist and all that situation, but their own life issues, right? And each of these characters is kind of pushed to the brink, not so much up top, but over the course of the film, allowing their arc to fully come to fruition so that when they have their moment in the sun, their moment to flash on someone, their moment to put somebody in their place, their moment to score the big heist, whatever it may be, I ain't gonna tell you how it goes, but those moments are earned and they're very fulfilling in the way that the movie portrays them. That was great. As I said before, when this movie reminds me a little bit of a Collateral or a Heat, one, in the sense of how methodical and precise the people that we're following are, how obsessed they are with getting their guy, right? Another thing is a little bit of that love angle. Chris Hemsworth's character in this film is a bit of a lone wolf. He's kind of awkward in a sense when he meets this girl that he's kind of feeling, and you're wondering, is he gonna mess it up? Is he gonna get the girl in the end? What's really gonna happen with this relationship? And it was nice to see him kind of play two sides of the fence, because with her, he's awkward, doesn't really know maybe what to say. You feel like he's gonna mess it up at any moment. But then when he's on the other side of the fence doing his heist deal, this boy is super precise, very specific, and extremely confident. And again, it takes a great actor to play both of those sides of the fence, and he does it great. Even Mark Ruffalo's character is dealing with a situation of sorts. And within each of these things, some of it is, hey, I hope they will, maybe they won't. But the movie never plays it up in a cheesy way or lays it on too thick. It gives you little breadcrumbs and touches, just enough of what you need to be invested in this aspect of these characters. So then when other things jump off, this matters to them, so it matters to us, so we are more invested. And I thought the movie kept the main thing, but gave us just a little bit of that to fill out the world that we're living in right here with these characters. It's always nice when a movie can build out a world, but still keep the main thing. And that was dope. Acting was great from Chris Hemsworth, Barry Keoghan, Halle Berry, and Mark Ruffalo, as you would expect. But as good as Halle Berry and Chris Hemsworth were, I will have to say that Barry Keoghan and Mark Ruffalo probably stole the show, in the sense that Barry Keoghan's character is super menacing and is a dude that you just want to punch in the face because of the way that he is in this film. And Mark Ruffalo in this movie is basically the same Cap that he was playing in Task. Someone going through some stuff. You can see him wearing his heart on his sleeve. And he's kind of a throwback to old school cops in movies where they were dealing with some real trauma. Maybe they had some issues themselves, and you can really feel it in their character in every move that they make. Maybe some of their coworkers don't even believe in them, but they're gonna keep pushing forward, fighting the good fight. That's this dude in this movie, and you really believe him in everything that he's got going on. I really loved the score to this movie, and it was scored by Black Mask, aka Benjamin John Power. And it gave me vibes of old school heist films or cops and robbers type movies where it's kind of like a ticking clock, right? The beat continues to build. It's very simple. And then it has this steady build to the climax where everything is about to converge and now the action is about to jump off. Or the climax of the movie is about to get here and we're wondering what's really going to happen with our characters. And I loved that score. Kept me engaged the entire time, especially in moments where it could feel a little down, like we're just getting information, seeing what someone is pondering, how they're making moves, how they're setting things up, but it keeps you on the edge of your seat, wondering, is someone gonna come around the corner and mess it all up for our guy? Also, while I wouldn't say that this beat was like 80s synth, it did give me vibes of Drive with Ryan Gosling, right? Just building, and then blah, let's do it. I would even say that for this Valentine's Day, this would make a great date movie. If y'all about that dinner and a movie swag, because you got the action and the drama of the heist for the dudes, and then you got a little bit of love and will they, won't they for the ladies. And of course, you know the ladies love some Chris Hemsworth. My wife loves the shit out of Mark Ruffalo, so they're gonna go there to see them, but we gonna go there to see Halle Berry and some of that action. You feel me? So you get a little bit of everything. It's very well-rounded. Yo, is this movie on your radar? Are y'all trying to check out Crime 101? I do think that this is a worthy trip to the theater. Comment below, holla at your homie, Jay Green, I'm out.